What's up, guys? This is Martin here from Ripped Kodiak. I'm out here doing my usual outdoor cardio workout in the evening today in rural Poland in the farmlands. I love it. I mean, this place right here is completely isolated from the rest, and I love it. There's something unique that comes with living in the farmland, and this is certainly one of them. So today I would like to talk to you guys about something which is not really talked about too much in the self-development space, but it's a huge issue, especially when it comes to the internet. You guys are not entitled to anything. I see so many people online who are, commenting and being bitter about life, and they're complaining all the time and being this little whiny ass bitch. They're commenting stuff such as, "Oh man, I deserve this. I've been working so hard for it." Or, "I should have this, I should have that. This is my title. I deserve this." Guys, you don't deserve shit. You're not entitled to anything. And this is a big problem with a lot of young people. They see, especially with Instagram, a lot of guys are exposed to all this flashy, lavish lifestyles with, luxury cars, supercars, boats, yachts, private jets, mansions, luxury travels, and all these things. And you guys don't understand how much work is actually required before you're able to get to that place in life. You just see the tip of the iceberg of somebody else's success. And you guys usually seem to lose track of the work that is required to get to that place. And I love what he's a Norwegian billionaire. He said this one thing once. He said that success is not something that you have. Success is something that you have had, and you can have it again. But it's not something that you have. And I absolutely love that quote. It comes from Petter Stordalen. He's the owner of Choice Hotels in Norway. He's a pretty famous guy in Norway. And it's such a true thing, because how many times do you see these older people? And when I say older, I mean at least 40 and up. Okay, like middle-aged men especially. They're all saying that, they used to be the high school football team star. They used to be the star of the high school football team. They used to be the star on the team, on the soccer team in college. And, they usually go back to these days, right? They reminisce about the old days when they used to be a star, when they used to be famous, when they used to have a cool title. And one of the things that I always think about when it comes to these things, I'm like, wow, okay, that's been 20, 30, 40 years ago. What have you done since then? What have you done past your prime? Have you done anything to fix your life? Or are you just gonna think about the good old days, on the bar stool, talking about how good you used to be? Because that's a lot of people. I'm talking about a huge percentage of the population now. There's a lot of men out here who are, they're saying, "Oh, I used to be this guy, I used to have all the muscles when I was 18, 20, I used to lift the most weight on the bench. I used to squat the most weight, and I was this and that, all the girls wanted me." And that's a lot of people, right? And this is a prime example as to why you should not rely on your title and your current position too much. Because I can give you guys my example here. When I was growing up, I was never really one of the cool kids. I was always sort of in the middle. Nobody really liked me too much, but nobody really hated me too much either. I was always neutral. And all the cool kids that I used to know, all the kids and the girls that used to be famous back in middle school days or high school days, a lot of them right now have the worst possible lives. They haven't changed one bit. Excuse me. They still have these entitlement issues. They still believe that, because they used to be so good at playing football. Like I have a lot of guys on my former team that are still like that. They still have that confidence. That it's not confidence, it's ego. They still have that ego. They used to be all this great. They used to score the most goals and all these things. But their lives are still shit. And this is especially apparent with people who are living right now. People think that they should have this, that they deserve this result, that they deserve to have this type of life, and you don't deserve anything, really, with that type of mentality. Like every single day, every single new day is a new opportunity for you to work. You're starting with blank pages every single new day. And that's the mentality that you guys should have. Because too many people nowadays, they want to talk about their past successes or what they used to have or how much money they made last week. Dude, I don't care how much money you made last week. How much money have you made this week? How much work have you put in this month or this day? How many sales have you made today? How much work did you put into the day? What did you do with that failure that you had last week? Did you do anything about it? Or are you just talking about it all day long? Because that's what I keep hearing right now. Most people online, and not just online but in life, they talk way too much. They don't do enough. They should do more. They should have more action instead of talking. And I've already said about this in one of my last videos. I have one of my good friends who just started his YouTube channel. He's talking about mental health issues and how to overcome your addictions and mental health problems like depression, all these things. And you know, he just started, right? He pulled the trigger straight away. He started creating content. He was not waiting for the perfect moment. He was not coming into this space with the mentality of, oh, I'm entitled to this result. You know, I should be like this before I start posting videos. I should, have the best haircut before I put myself on the camera. No. He just started posting straight away with his iPhone. And he's doing pretty well now. I'm the same way. I may not have the best camera. I may not have the best environment right now. I have bugs all over me. These little, flies are landing on me all the time. Fucking disturbing me. They fucking disturb the hell out of me. But I'm still doing it. And I keep creating content for you guys. I keep showing my value to you. I keep being consistent. And you guys should be the same way. Too many people are wasting their times on the past and what they used to have and what they used to be, instead of actually lowering their ego and having some humility and being like, okay, what have I done the past week? What have I actually done this day, the last hour? Excuse me. Have I done anything? Have I actually applied any effort into my life goals, my dreams, my purpose? Or am I just making these statements and, I'm talking about my vision, my life goals on the internet, but I still haven't done anything with my life. I haven't taken any action steps so far. Because that's how most people live their lives. They have, good talking game. They have good game when it comes to talking, but there is no effort. There is no action. There's none of that pow. Most people lack that. And the people who actually become successful in life are the people who take action, who are not entitled to any type of result. And this is something that I've seen with top people, the people who are ridiculously successful in life, because I met some. The people who are the most successful in life, in all areas of life. These are the people that are not entitled to any result. They show up every day as if it's a new day. If they're starting from zero again, if they're starting from scratch. And that's the mentality that all top people have. Every single one of them. Because what usually happens with young people especially, they get a little bit of result, they get, they build a little bit of muscle, they make a little bit of money with their business, They get that new girl, the new, you know, hot bitch. They get that hot man. But what happens after that? They apply the brake pedal. They start to stop their momentum. They stop doing the work that got them there in the first place. They stop being consistent and persistent with what they've been doing. And this is a big trap that a lot of people fall into. And it's very easy to fall into that trap. Because when you're winning in life, your ego usually starts to grow. It usually goes to higher levels, and you start to think that you're the shit. But in bad times, your ego usually think less of yourself too much when you're going through a lot of failure, which is, both states are wrong. I mean, excuse me, both situations are wrong. Ideally, you should be in the middle. You shouldn't think too much of yourself, and you shouldn't think less of yourself as well. I mean, it's good to have a positive ego. You should absolutely believe in yourself, that you're the shit. If you know you can show up every day and perform, you should absolutely believe that you're the shit, that you're the shark of the ocean, that you're, you know, the tiger amongst all these peasants. Absolutely. But when you have an ego with all your past achievements that happened 20, 30 years ago, and you're still relying on your past achievements, and you're carrying them with you in your current existence, that's wrong. Because you're still relying on the past. And so many people live that life. So many people rely on the past. They're thinking too much about the past instead of living in the moment and doing what they want. So guys, you are not entitled to anything. You really don't. So that's why it's very important to start with blank squares every single day. It's a new day. You're starting from zero. You're starting from scratch. Make something out of that day. You have 24 hours in the day. Make good use of them. So guys, stop making that mistake. Stop living in the past. The past is the past. It has already happened. And stop relying on your past achievements and attaching your whole identity into your past achievements that happened 30 years ago. Okay, what have you done since then? Have you applied any positive changes into your life? Have you already created positive momentum? It's a big mistake, man. Is your identity really attached to your past achievements? Because what you should be doing is you should be starting your day at zero. It's a blank square. It's a blank page on this day. Every single day is a new day. So you should have the absolute best use of it. It's a new day. So capitalize on that day as much as you can. If you tackle life that way, you're going to have so much success in life. You're going to be ahead of 99.99% of people. Because most people cannot do this. Most people are wasting their lives focusing on the past, on the good and bad times too much. And they don't live in the moment. So, thank you guys so much for watching. And remember, apply action every single day. You're not entitled to anything. You don't deserve anything. You're starting at zero every single day.